Hey, January 10th. Hello, I'm Al, Modern Day Warrior channel. Back with another video. How you doing this evening, everyone? Today's video is going to be autographed items, some autographed items in my collection. I have a lot of autographed items, but tonight, I'm gonna show off autographed items that I have of artists that are deceased now. Not to sound like too morbid, but I have a lot of autographed items, so I can't show everything off, so I kind of want to split it up. So I'm going to show off autographed items of deceased artists now who have unfortunately passed. So a couple in my collection I wanted to show off. Maybe let you know how I got them or whatever, and we'll get started now. And first one's going to be it's going to be the what is it called? Have yourself a metal Christmas CD, right? I actually won this from a local college radio station, WSOU, that they're out of Seton Hall. If you're in the New York, New Jersey area, it's 89.5. They're still going today. They're a great metal station, and they've been around since '86. And started playing metal at 1986. I pretty much started listening to them pretty much when they started. I think I started listening to them in like '87. But there's a bunch of artists in here, and I actually won this CD from the station, and it came autographed by a bunch of the artists that are actually on the CD. And the first one I'm going to show off is who recently passed this year is Bob Kulick, right there. Got the autograph there. Anybody who's a Kiss fan will know who Bob Kulick is. He played on on the studio tracks on the Live 2. He played on the new tracks on the Killers compilation, and a few other things with Kiss. He's Bruce Kulick's older brother, and unfortunately he passed away last year, 2020. Yeah, I'm fortunate to have his autograph in here, which is cool, you know. So we got that one. We're going to do Tragically Hip, signed by Gord Downie. It actually says here on the CD cover. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah. It's a dark CD cover, but it's signed in black there. It's Gord Downie's signature. And it says, please enjoy with my compliments, Gord Downie. This, I never actually got to meet Gord Downie. You don't really know Tragically Hip unless you really deep into Canadian bands. They're like one of the hugest bands in Canada of all time. I actually won this CD from a local radio station in New York called Q1043, and they were giving away a CD, and it was an autographed copy, and I happened to get through on it. They sent it to me, and now, since he's passed, it's taken on a lot more meaning. It's a nice prize collection, possession of mine. It's We Are the Same album, Tragically Hip, which came out, I don't know, probably 7, 8 years ago, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. I'm not really positive of the date. But yeah, Tragically Hip, Gord Downie. Let's see. Next we got, I was fortunate enough to win seats on stage for the Allman Brothers band. I got to sit actually on stage at one of their Beacon Theater shows. And one of the greatest experiences of my life. Really cool. And actually, it's signed by Butch Trucks, who's no longer with us, and Greg Allman over here, who unfortunately is no longer with us either. When they took me and my friend to go sit at the seats, this is on the seat, And we had the backstage pass here, so during their break, I wandered off backstage, and I ran into all these guys. I ran into Butch Trucks, Warren Haynes. Actually, at the end of this show, I hung around and I ran into Greg Allman, and he was gracious enough to sign it. And Derek Trucks, I actually saw him walking out of Beacon Theater, walking up the street, so I kind of chased after him a little bit, and he signed it too. But really cool item. I'll always treasure this. Allman Brothers Band. Two legendary members gone now, so it's a nice treasure to have. Next we got Mountain and Leslie West, who unfortunately we just lost. Let me show you. I got a couple of things signed by Leslie. I actually met him at Vintage Vinyl in Fords, New Jersey, legendary record store. He was doing a signing there, and he did actually a live performance as well. And I got to meet him, and he signed a few things for me. We got the Flowers of Evil album. And he actually didn't sign it over his. He signed it over, Steve Knight's picture. I don't know why he signed it there, but after he signed it, I'm like, I want to say, oh, why did you sign it over you? But, I don't want to say that. So he was very nice, very gracious. And he also signed this for me. His album at the time that he was promoting, Soundcheck. It says, to Al, Leslie. Really cool. He was a nice guy. I have another Leslie West signed, but this was after a show at Starland Ballroom in Sayreville, New Jersey, and got let's see here, we got a couple of ticket stubs getting in the way here, but yeah, so I got his guitar pick, and then you got Corky Lang and Leslie West's signature there. I met them after show at Starland Ballroom, and they were gracious enough to kind of hang out, and you could walk up, and they were really cool. They just signed whatever you had, and that was really nice of them. So yeah, Leslie West, rest in peace. We just lost him, about a month ago as well, a little over a month ago. I got a couple signed here. We're going to go back to the We Wish You a Metal Christmas, and we got the one and only Ronnie James Dio right there. He was one of the signatures there as well. And like I said, I had won this CD from WSOU college radio station, but I also got to meet him too. Black Sabbath was doing a signing at Vintage Vinyl in Fords, New Jersey as well, the same record store, and they were promoting the Rules of Hell box set. And a buddy of mine, he's a DJ at WDHA in New Jersey, Cedar Knolls 105.5, Scott Evil. I happened to win the box set from the station, and I know Scott very well too, and because I won the box set, I got to go to a back room in Vintage Vinyl and hang out with the band for a good half hour with all the members, and that was an experience I'll never forget. And they signed my Rules of Hell box set. You got Ronnie's there, who's unfortunately not with us anymore. You also have Tony Iommi Geezer and Vinny Appice on there. The Rules of Hell box set. And also, they signed my the Heaven and Hell Live at Radio City Music Hall DVD as well. And I also got pictures with the whole band. I mean, it was just one of the greatest experiences of my life. Black Sabbath is right up there as one of my favorite bands of all time. That was just incredible. And Ronnie was any story you hear about him, meeting him, it's always, he was such a true gentleman. When I met him, we had a good like conversation about like movies, wine, things like that. I didn't go too fanboy. I wanted to make him feel comfortable. And, at the end, I was like, thank you very much for doing this. And it's it's an honor for me to meet you. And he actually turned to me and said, no, Al, it's an honor for me to meet you, because without you, I wouldn't be where I'm at and do what I love to do. And just a true gentleman. And I'll never forget that. And rest in peace, Ronnie, as well as everybody else. I got one more item here. And I got to meet him at Chiller Theater in Parsippany, New Jersey. They have musicians there too sometimes, and I got to meet Keith Emerson of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. To Al, Keith Emerson signed this album for me, and I kind of wish I would have got a picture with him too, but I do have a picture of him signing the album. I don't have a picture of me personally with him, but that would have been cool. But I never was able to get that, or I didn't even ask for it. Kind of regret not doing it, but it is what it is. But it was really cool to meet him. He was a very nice person as well, real cool guy, legend, and unfortunately we lost him too, and that's really it. Those are the albums that I have of artists that I have done and I have now passed on. So I really appreciate you watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.